The reason L.A. Capone name lives on, the reason L.A. Capone is steady getting his name dropped in songs, whether it's good or whether it's bad, is clearly that the guy was bigger than a lot of people realize. I'm not sure if he was, if he had any idea how dope he was while he was living, you know. Take away the street shit, cause you know, it's a lot of stories about what L.A. Capone did while he was living. This not the time nor place for that. We really just talking about, you know, the impact that he had on the music business. And I think it was real big. I think the guy had an impact on the music business, sort of like how Big L had an impact in Harlem when he had died. He was a legend. His name floated all around the world. 90% of rappers never heard a Big L song, but they know who Big L is. That's what happened when your name is really buzzing and you're doing good in this music shit. L.A. Capone remind me of the same thing. Think about it. Once L.A. Capone died, it was rumors floating around that Rondo and C-Day got locked up for retaliation. Now, I can't guarantee you that that was retaliation. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm just speaking on the rumors to just show you how big his name was, that people believe that two young guys are risked their freedom for L.A. Capone. Then after that, you had people like D. Rose, who was locked up for a murder. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, D. Rose had nothing to do with any of this, but the fact that L.A. Capone was dead and D. Rose was, you know, out here on the streets doing what he was doing, he got convicted of a murder too. I clearly believe L.A. Capone was really in this music shit, doing it hard, and still was alive. He had D. Rose on the side of him, kind of focusing on his music shit too, because Tay600 tells stories of how L.A. Capone kind of influenced him to rap. And think about it, Tay600 recently got kicked out of Team600 allegedly because of snitching on C-Day. And I think if L.A. was alive, that wouldn't happen. So you see how big the impact of L.A. was? Now check this out. After L.A. died, you got people like 600 Breezy who took rap serious, you know, because L.A. kind of inspired him. You know, he dropped and Drake fucking with him. So his music blew up like big time. You catch what I'm saying? So it just seemed like Tay600 and all these other guys were influenced by L.A. Capone. That just show you how big the guy's spirit was in this music shit. Fast forward to now, his sister actually was going through Twitter beefs with E-Day. You know, and I don't think E-Day would be beefing with Lala or any of that shit if L.A. Capone was alive. I think whatever issues that arose, they'll probably squash that shit. So I just believe off the strength of that, I think a lot of the ops know that L.A. Capone was big in his community and people really loved him. So that might be a reason why they dislike him. And plus, he might have put work in on the streets, you know. But I'm telling you, the reason Out of Towners diss L.A. Capone, just like King did, which I don't really believe was a diss. I believe he name dropped him and said it in a not so friendly way, but I'm not sure if he exactly knew what was going on because L.A. Capone is no part of that little market shit that went on. I just think he heard of that name because he's really buzzing around the world and he kind of glued him to, you know, the Chicago niggas who did something to him when they ain't had nothing to do with him. I'm just letting you know, L.A. Capone name lives on. I just not sure if the guy had a lot of unreleased music when he passed. You know, I'm not sure if he got 10, 12, 13 songs, but he'll be able to drop a mixtape. But I think if L.A. Capone had a lot of unreleased songs, I think that mixtape would go platinum. I think it'll do 1 million plays on the mixtape upload sites and all the videos will do good regardless of how they do it. But the man's spirit lives on, so this is my warning to other rappers.